Hi Capricorn, I hope you're doing well. This is my third time trying to tape your video. I'm now pulling a new set of cards for you. These are your cards. Because the first time my battery died. And then the second time my cat attacked the spread. And when I pulled the second round, so many of the same cards came out. So these are your cards. Third time's a charm, okay? So let's get right into this, Capricorn. This is going to be a general reading for you guys for August 15th through the 31st. I really hope you guys are hanging in there and doing well. So I did pull a couple of crowning energies. I pulled some Rider-Waite. This is going to be for the third week. This is the fourth week. These are some outcomes. And these were some bottom of the deck energies that I felt pulled to pull, okay? But let's talk about the first crowning energy, which is a wisdom of the oracle, which is milk and honey. Okay, so this is all about opportunities coming to you right now, Capricorn. Now, for those of you in relationships or those of you getting into relationships, there's a very sensual vibe about this. Sensuality, connection, passionate romance between the two of you. Lots of understanding. It's like your heart's calling is going to be answered. Now, I am getting, though, that this is where many of you are going, right? Because it's crowning, and the energy really doesn't understand dates, right? So it's a man-made thing. I feel like this is where you guys are evolving to. But it's really important in this energy that you stay really, really true to yourself, because there's only one authentic version of you. And you're really being pushed to be the real deal, the real version of yourself. Because this version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world, right? When you're in alignment with the truth, that you are unique and that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest, right? And your soul can illuminate your purpose. So now's the time when you're really seeking your true north, like, where the hell do I really belong? You know, oh my God, that's where I belong. And you're going to just start moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. Even if you feel confused about exactly where you're going, you know that you need to move forward. You know, and when you find this direction, you're automatically stepping into prosperity, because the world brings you evidence of abundance in little packages that you're going to just be finding kind of all over your life. As if you think about it, you know, what are manifestations? It's nothing more than like mini miracles, right? All built on top of each other. And miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. Many people get very stuck in many of the negative things, and it's understandable, right? Because many of us have had very painful things happen to us in our lives. But I'm feeling like if you're resonating with this, you're in a space of saying, you know what? I'm not bringing that to myself anymore. I'm just not. And with every choice you make right now, you have the potential to really seize good fortune and embrace the destiny that you're meant for. And I know that sounds like bullshit Hallmark card. I know that. But honestly, like, opportunities are leading your life right now. And you just need to be really open to them. Because you're getting a very, very sweet taste. Very sweet taste, right? That's where that honey comes in, of what you want in your life. Now, I am seeing here for a lot of you, like, this nameless unease compelling you to turn pleasure and comfort, you turning to pleasure and comfort as a way of escape, okay? You know, a way of escaping your pain, a way of escaping the reality of what's really going on in your situation. Because I'm getting that many of you may be in a space of feeling very uncomfortable, and it might work for the moment, but only fleetingly, right? Before the feelings return, and you need to kind of re-up until you end up exhausting yourself. So you have to be careful of getting in front of this and not allowing it to become an issue, because really you're only going to end up feeling worse than you did before, and you may continue struggling even more, okay? So this is really great energy. Just give it over to Spirit, give it over to God, right? Before you engage in behaviors that you're going to regret later. Because Capricorn, honestly, I know so many of you guys are like the star of the year with these eclipses and all these other things happening. We have another eclipse, by the way, on December 26th in your sign. That one's going to be a lot more positive, though. But you guys are like the star of the year, you know. But you guys are so loved and you're so cared for, and feel that love and feel compassion for yourself, you know. really feel compassion for yourself, for sure. Then we have the moon energy, which is soul, right? And this is all about, what is your gut telling you? What's that little voice in your belly telling you? Like, where should you go? Which direction? And I just know so many of you are not trusting your intuition. So a lot of the readings I'm doing, I'm getting that from a lot of you, you're not trusting your soul right now. And it's understandable, right? Because many of you have been through quite a lot, depending on the other placements in your chart, right? But this is, the moon's a mystery card, right? It's about, hidden messages, right? Hidden feelings. The moon is very receptive, right? It governs intuition, self-protection. A lot of you guys are in self-protection mode. And its placement by sign and house indicates those areas to which we are the most emotional or sensitive, right? So the moon represents what's felt instinctively and what's at the core of our emotions. So in this energy I'm getting, the moon is showing how you respond emotionally to what you feel most deeply. Because some believe that the moon represents who we are in secret and also memories from who we were in past lives. So that the moon in this context is really your innermost self, right? You don't want to be shy to look at your innermost self. You don't want to be shy to really look at what your gut is telling you right now. Because keeping it real, this energy, getting this card, indicates fluctuations in your life. And you need to be as strong in your sense of self as you can possibly be, right? Because the moon is very flippant, right? The moon changes signs every 2.5 days. So 12 different moon combinations means a lot of variation, right? But when the moon is the side that we keep concealed from others, it's one thing. But when we keep it concealed from ourselves, that's another thing. So you're really being pushed to just be very, very honest with yourself. Because I am getting that a lot of you are really feeling pushed to do things that are safe. Really wanting to control your emotions. You're very, very sensitive right now. You have to pay attention to gauging your feelings before even entering a room or being with new people who you don't really know. So it's like, it's a very duplicitous energy I'm getting. Okay? It's like you want to be alone, but you're also very reliant on how people perceive you. So this could be in relationships, this could be in work. So it's this kind of duplicitous thing that's going on inside of you. You're feeling very hesitant to act on things. You're sensing things, but you're not trusting yourself. And now for some of you, not all of you, because this is a general reading, substance abuse may be touching your life during this time. Not necessarily you, but certain energies or people surrounding you are indicated here as having being touched with substance abuse. But and then others of you, I'm getting, after growing very close to someone, the energy may feel smothering and restrictive, or someone else may feel this way. So insecurities can arise here, and there might be feelings of like low level or maybe not so low level paranoia, Because look, we love our moon, right? She makes us feel safe. So someone's emotional clinginess may be an issue, can scare us, Because the funny thing with the moon is the moon wants us to hang on to things, Oftentimes, even after we should have released them from our lives, have just given up, And then the moon chimes in, no, just keep going, hang in there, Sooner or later, you'll get there, So it's very important now that you not accept any like false pictures of anyone or misapprehend, or just try to fill in a narrative that you think you want to hear in some way. Replacing the truth, because this is like with Neptune too. Neptune in the mood, it's like deception is possible. Things are cloudy right now, so it's a good time to open your mind to visions as well as appreciating in a big way your intuition. Trust it, because you guys know what you're doing. Now, I do have to say, very strong, saving this to the end, a lot of you are going to have someone from your past re-enter your life. Yes. So do it, because I can hear you here. Hell no. Hell no, right? Any romance that starts now, though, I have to tell you, is going to be a little strange, yet compelling, even familiar, and you have free will. So I'm really not, let's see if anything else comes up in the spread regarding that, but I am getting that that is going to be the deal for a good amount of you. Now, let's check out your bottom of the deck cards. Anxiety, right? This is the 3 a.m. card. This is all about anxiety, serious anxiety, guys. This is keeping you up, you worrying, even if only in your own mind, you know, like what if this happens and what if that happens, and not feeling in control of things and trying to control things intellectually at 3 a.m. never works. Trust me, I've tried. It doesn't work. You know, so this is the anxiety card, and of course it's anxiety because look what we have. We have a king and a queen opposing each other, right? They're both reverse, and this indicates rivalry. Okay, and wands are wells, so this tells me that you're having a little battle of the wells with somebody in your life, in as far as moving forward, because the wands and will, it's all about moving things forward. It's not about sitting in the here and now. It's about where are we going, what are we doing, how are we working this out, what is this going to look like 6 months from now, 12 months from now, how is this going to end up? Okay, so this could be any sort of trying to resolve any sort of issue here, trying to work that out and having a really hard time having a meeting of the mind. So that was at the bottom of the deck. So let's get into the week. So we're going to start out with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So the 3 of Pentacles upright to me is the Architect card. Those of you who have been watching me for a while know this is, I love this card. This is all about building with someone. It's very tangible, right? Because it's Pentacles. Now, Pentacles, as I always say, could be the mundane level is money, but for many of us, it's not money. For many of us, this is morals. For many of us, this is our mental health. For many of us, this is our physical health. Our value system, our ability to be supportive of somebody, how supported we feel by somebody. And that's in any way you want to fill in the blank, emotional, mental, you know, in the tangible sense with finances, how, you know, whatever it means to you. So we have this 3, and 3 means building, right? This is you building. Maybe it could be a stronger foundation in a relationship, or this could be you wanting to build something. Typically, it is with somebody else, guys, but this could also be you building a new future for yourself. So where the other person is actually not a person, but it is a career, or it's a project. It's a book that you've written. It's, you know, again, fill in the blank. It's whatever, it's a lot, but it's an entity. It's something that you're working with, right? To build something better for yourself. So this could be a person where you guys are building a foundation together, building a business together, building a house together, getting married, building a life together, engaged, moving in, anything like that. But there's this building element there, right? Except it's reverse. So what this tells me is you have this want, you have this desire, but you're not able to do it right now. Now, the fact that we have it here, though, shows me that you can have it and you will have it, but it's just a matter of time. So this could be a matter of circumstance. Perhaps some of you are going through a separation or a divorce. Some of you have just lost your job, or maybe you got downsized at your job. Something like that. But the opportunity is still very much on the table. And I know you know this. You know this. You are so excited about building something for yourself. Capricorn, so many of you are excited about this building. And you're looking at these 2 paths in front of you. And you know you can have the world and those nice calm seas, calm emotions, all the drama, leaving it behind you. You're just not completely sure. You're just not completely sure just yet. You have the will to move forward. You see the paths in front of you, but you're not 100% sure of which path it is that's going to ultimately bring you to your true north, right? Where you really, really see yourself being peaceful, happy, and just balanced, you know, just balanced. And then we have the star, right? This is an Aquarius energy. And this is all about hope and guidance, right? There's so much support here for you. So, you know, this says if things have been difficult for you recently, have faith in that things are just going to really start turning around. This is a very powerful symbol of hope. And I can't tell you how much I love it. I love it before the Tower. But let's talk about what this means. Like in career, this brings money, luck. Okay, so work you do begins to pay off as you begin to really seriously consider your long-term goals, your long-term plans. Really thinking big picture here. So I love that. For those of you in relationships, the star shows that you're destined to be with somebody. Okay, so whoever you're with right now, if you are in a beautiful committed relationship, you guys are destined to be together, right? You guys are, I don't want to say soulmate, you know, I say red threads, that's my thing. Soulmates, I feel like, are in our lives for a season or two, 10 or 50, right? But our red strings are who we are really predetermined at birth to be with. And that's a red string energy to me. It's beautiful, right? Deep commitment. Those of you who do not have that in your life, this does indicate this is coming into your life. And when I say coming in, guys, I want to keep it real. I'm seeing this within the next year, more specifically the next 6 months, okay? I absolutely see that. So that's really good. And a lot of you are going to want to be just really improving your home, the style of your home. Maybe moving into a new home and just feeling really, really excited about decorating it. But the stars are beautiful, hopeful, supportive energy. And then what do we have? We have the Tower reverse. I love it. Okay? I love it. Capricorn, you've been going through the gigs, right? We all know it. This is just reality. The Tower, what is it? It's endings. No kidding, right? You guys have been going through it. There have been endings. If not in relationships, then in jobs, in friendships, in family connections, in some area of your life, okay? The fact that it's reverse only tells me that you're feeling very emotional about it and having a very challenging time letting go. So for some of you, you may be feeling guilty. For others of you, you may be feeling extremely angry. But when I see the Tower reverse, what's lacking is radical acceptance. And Capricorn, this is something you need to adopt and just really hug tight. Radically accept whatever this change is, because this is the thing. Oh, and by the way, for those of you where there was none of that, this means the breakdown of old ideas that you've been carrying with you up to this point in your life that aren't serving you anymore. It's time to update your value system. It's time to update your moral code, your moral compass, and really, how do you view the world? Because we change and we evolve, and our morals and our values and our sensibilities need to evolve with us, or they're going to hold us back, right? So there's an ending here. And it could be a combination of them. Maybe some of you are updating your moral code and ending a relationship, you know, any combination of them. But you're feeling extremely, extremely emotional about that. And I understand, because these things are very challenging. But your outcome is beautiful for this. Page of Wands, new will. You're ready to venture into a new land. Okay, I like this. This is a new, young, fresh perspective on how to move forward. And this is what you really have to hold on to. Radically accept so you can be in this Page of Wands energy. Okay, I really like that. Now, for some of you, and I'm going to say this again because it's a general reading, you may be meeting a Page of Wands, right? Because when we're talking about court cards, it could be you, it could be someone else. So if you're meeting a Page of Wands, just make sure that what they say to you matches their actions, okay? Because common in a page of anything, okay, is this young sensibility and this wanting to impress, and maybe typically hiding behind a bit of a false facade, but innocently, not to be malicious or anything like that. All of that's driven out of insecurity. So just a little heads up if you're meeting somebody new. But I'm getting more than that. For the great majority of you, this is you recognizing, you know what, the change happened. I have these plans. I'm ready to build something. I don't know, I'm getting in my own way, but man, am I blessed. I'm being so carried by spirit right now. I need to just move forward. And that's really where you're at in that energy. Yeah, because you know what? Ten of Swords, my friends, it's done. And remember, Ten of Swords does not happen quickly. This is not like the Tower. This isn't like even the Death card, right? Even though the Death card and the Sword, the Ten of Swords, is very similar in that it does indicate endings and beginnings at the same time. The big differentiating difference here with this card from those is the fact that one sword at a time, over time, has been put in your back. This is something, there's a build up here. There's a culmination to this. This is something that has needed to be over for a really long time. And what's beautiful here is that it's done. Now, for those of you in relationships or marriages, and you're like, oh my God, does this mean my marriage is over? Absolutely not. First of all, this can go for any part of your life, right? The general message is you have to understand we can't be that specific for everyone. I really wish we could, but this could be a job for some of you, friendship, family relationship. It can be an intimate relationship. But guys, this can also be the ending to an unhealthy way of being, a bad foundation, full of fissures, full of just shit and cracks, and you just need it to be done. So now that the Ten of Swords have been put in, there's nowhere else to go but up. So again, this is an ending and beginning, because if you notice in this card, where's the blood? There's no blood. There's a red, the red towel over him, but there's no blood coming out. So there's not this release of anything that's like not retrievable, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so this can be the ending of an old unhealthy way of being. If you were in an unhealthy relationship, you guys have a meeting of the minds where you're like, you know what? I love you, you love me. If we're going to make this work, we need to sit down and have a real conversation. What do you need? What do I need? And we need to talk about it. How are we going to make that happen? This is you sitting down with your boss, if they're receptive, and saying, listen, I really enjoy working here so much. I really appreciate you as a boss, whatever, but I am not feeling fulfilled. Is there anything that we can do to help rectify this? Something like that, okay? Those are just a couple of mundane examples, but that's the energy I'm getting there. And then we have the Six of Cups, because something is definitely over here and you're feeling very nostalgic about something. You just are, right? I mean, sometimes even when change is the healthiest thing for us, we feel nostalgic about it, absolutely. So this is you really seeing the past through rose-colored glasses, Capricorn. It wasn't that great. It just wasn't. Don't dress it up and put bows and lipstick on it and all of that, because it wasn't good. If it was good, it would have lasted. And things that could be returning during this time, keep them in the past. They have no place in your present and your future. They just really don't. That's what this energy is telling me. But I do appreciate how nostalgic you're feeling and how confused you feel with this Two of Pentacles, back and forth, and the fact that it's reverse is telling me that not only are you conflicted between two ideas, but you're almost in a space of analysis paralysis with it. And you're not feeling supported and you're not feeling understood right now. And that I kind of feel like is pretty like normal in this energy. I don't know. I mean, you're still battling the past with the present and how you're going to be working the future. So the Two of Pentacles is just showing me that you're very confused between two things. Now, having the moon reverse, you know, the moon upright represents secrets. And it also represents a new path. You see that path that goes off into the horizon? I like to focus on that, because that offers a new way of thinking, a new way of being. It can offer an actual real path, like you know, switching gears and maybe changing careers or changing homes or leaving a relationship or doing something. But this can even be emotional, guys. You know, this path could be you adopting a new way of thinking, a new way of being. And that path is still there, even when it's in reverse. But I like the moon reverse, because when it's upright, this indicates secrets. And when it's reverse, it indicates secrets coming out. And I'd rather always out than in, right? So this is, things are going to be revealed, okay? Things are going to be coming out, and things are going to be coming out, though, in a way of healing. And I actually love that it's, you know, right aside here with the Tower reversed. I love these together. I'm very into the bookended energy kind of thing. I do feel like a lot of the secrets that are going to be coming out here are going to feel like you've been stabbed in the back for sure, you know, and you're going to feel like something that you did build with someone has fallen apart, okay? And you know, this is just, again, radical acceptance, because look at what you have as your final outcome here is the Seven of Pentacles. And I love this because this is you building, and this is you building a foundation. This is you getting your resources together. This is you getting your mental health together. This is you loving yourself. This is you appreciating yourself and showing yourself some compassion. Again, going back to Pentacles, money, mental health, physical health, values, morals. And this is you collecting and building. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. But when we see the Seven, look at him. He's looking down at what he built. And he feels good. He feels good. He doesn't feel like he's arrived yet, but he feels good about where he's going. And that's what I'm getting for you guys, Capricorn. I'm getting that you have a lot of changes going on. Lots of changes, beautiful changes, and I do get a lot of insecurity here, and you are going to be having a little bit of rivalrous action going on. It's secrets coming out. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but stay the course. Be really honest. Try not to overly self-medicate, be it through substances or spending too much money or sex or clothes or anything like that. Try your best not to lose yourself in anything so that you can really sit in your integrity and feel everything as it's happening, so that you're going to end up just so pure and beautiful and in this amazing space on the other side. Yeah, good stuff, Capricorn. That's what I have for you. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.